This video isn't really going to be like my past videos. I've been meaning to discuss this for a while, but haven't really had the motivation to, or maybe I was too scared. But in more recent events, I realized I had no reason not to, and I feel like people don't discuss this enough. Anxiety. Everyone has experienced this feeling at least once or twice in their lives, but some of us experience it daily. It's that awful gnawing feeling on your insides, the feeling that ends up consuming you and preventing you from thinking through a situation rationally. Instead of butterflies in your stomach, it's like razor blades. It's no longer the anxious excitement you felt as a child. It's a dark, heavy feeling inside your chest. My biggest problem as of today seems to be social anxiety, which, as you can imagine, considering what I do, is a real bitch to deal with. I grew up in a not-so-great environment involving my peers, and it's taught me to be afraid of anything I do or say in front of people. Over the past few years, I've avoided social interaction and brushed it to the side and refused to deal with it. Now, I don't want to claim I'm a bigger personality than I am, but I'm definitely growing, and I don't want this to stop me from doing what I love and meeting people who enjoy what I do as much as I do. The thing that's brought me to the decision to talk about this is recently I had my very first meetup. As some or most of you probably know, PAX East happened very recently, and I went with a friend of mine for only one day. I decided to have a meetup just to see if people would show up. The night before the event was hell, I didn't sleep at all and I didn't eat anything because I was so anxious. I didn't know if people would show up, and if they did, that might actually be worse. I had to wake up super early to drive to Boston, and I was running on literal no sleep. When we got there, it wasn't too bad. I was able to distract myself from the thoughts and enjoy myself. It was a couple of hours leading up to the meetup that it really started to affect me, and I actually got physically ill at one point. I knew that if I was getting physically ill just over the thought of meeting people, that I had let this go too far and I needed help. I let my mom know what was happening, and I asked her to contact a therapist, and she did. The past years, I've let it sit and grow and grow and grow, and it's just gotten worse because I haven't done anything about it. I haven't openly talked about it other than briefly mentioning it once or twice, and I haven't done anything to get help for it. I'm making this video and openly talking about it because I know I'm not alone, and you should know that you're not either. You shouldn't let anxiety or depression or anything else stop you from doing what you love, and if it is, then don't be afraid to ask somebody for help. We're in this together, and we will pull through it together. I'm spending my last teenage years in front of an audience, which means that you will watch me grow and learn as I become an adult. And hopefully, you will grow and learn with me as well.